Nicola Sturgeon asked if she will resign if breach found. Sign up to receive our rundown of the days direct to your inbox. Subscribe. When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or services. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any. The Scottish First Minister has seen support for independence surge in the last 12 months, and polling suggests the SNP are poised to win a comfortable majority in May's Holyrood election. But this political momentum has coincided with factional disputes in the SNP, laid bare by the sacking of Joanna Cherry. Ms. Cherry has been at the centre of the party division, having served in Ms. Sturgeon's front bench but also regarded as a prominent backer of former leader Alex. As the inquiry into the handling of complaints made against Mr. Salmond in 2018 continues, concerns have arisen that the dispute could derail the SNP's independence. In March last year, Ms. Sturgeon abandoned her hopes of a second referendum as the coronavirus pandemic began. Her Constitutional Relations Secretary, Michael Russell, said the SNP administration had paused work on preparing for Indy Ref 2 in late. Daily Record political editor Paul Hutchian warned that dangerous times are ahead for Ms. Sturgeon as frustration had already built over the lack of progress in the independence movement. After the 201 general election, Ms. Sturgeon pleaded for more patience from Scottish nationalists, saying to pretend that there are shortcuts or clever wheezes that can magically overcome the obstacles we face would be to do the independence cause. Popular and influential pro-independence website, Wings Over Scotland, announced at the time it would stop posting until Ms. Sturgeon was gone. In an article titled The blog's article said, 5 years and 2 months have passed since Sturgeon assumed the office of First Minister on November 20th. Since that day, the people of Scotland have gone to the ballot box on 6 occasions, and on every one the SNP have won a clear victory, in 4 of those 6 elections, by a margin of more than 20 percentage points over their nearest opponent. And yet the party whose primary/sole reason for existence is achieving independence for Scotland has taken those 6 resounding mandates in half a decade and delivered absolutely nothing with them. For all those millions of votes, Scotland is not 1 inch closer to its independence now than it was on November 1, 2014. The Scottish government is trying to gain the powers to hold a second referendum, and the case is before the Court of Session. Some independence supporters have suggested a unilateral calling of a second vote without Westminster approval, but Professor Aileen McHarg told Express.co.uk this would risk a referendum boycott. The public law expert said, "Would there be a unionist boycott? I think this is there are a couple of precedents that could support that. In 173 there was a border poll in Northern Ireland on reunification that was boycotted by unionists in Northern Ireland, and there is also the Catalonian referendum in 2017 which was boycotted by pro-Spanish. How significant that becomes is a question of how high support for independence is. If it is floating at just around 50%, then a unionist boycott is a significant undermining of its legitimacy. If, however, support for independence is as high as 75%, then a boycott would be much less significant."